As Call of Duty Modern Warfare's multiplayer open beta comes to an end, I'm sure many of you who has not got the chance to play the game is wondering if this game is really worth buying. Hi, I'm Apex387 and this is the South African guide to whether Call of Duty Modern Warfare is worth buying. So first things first, I haven't played any Call of Duty since the serious disappointment I felt trying to play Call of Duty World War II. I was so disappointed that I did not have any interest in Call of Duty at all and decided to go to Battlefield instead. World War II's multiplayer was just a mess and I felt that the campaign was lacking somewhat. With that being said, I approached Modern Warfare's open beta with an open mind willing to give Call of Duty series a second chance. So as a first impression, I'll have to give Call of Duty Modern Warfare a solid 7 out of 10. Reason being that it just felt good. The gameplay was smooth and flowing and it felt easy to get back into the swing of things. The visuals were amazing and the sound of even better quality, and overall I just had a pleasant experience. With that being said, there are a few issues I feel might break the game. First on the list is crossplay. I get the idea of amalgamating the gaming community by allowing everyone to play against each other. Friends can now play together from different platforms, and from a social perspective I feel it's an amazing feature. But from a gameplay perspective, I think aim assist might just give console players a little bit more of an advantage. I consistently found myself being out-aimed and outplayed by console players in a 1v1 situation. Oh, but why are you complaining about the developers leveling the playing field, I hear you ask. To start off, the 4 options for aim assist are disabled, standard, experimental, and enhanced. Disabled and standard are self-explanatory, while experimental is a precision aim slowdown that factors in target velocity, and enhanced is a precision aim slowdown with additional near-miss assist. Multiplayer developer Joseph Cott answered questions on Reddit during alpha release and went into detail about what players will be able to expect with aim assist in the new game. For now, I can say that there are unique options that should help players of different skill levels and playstyles. Some players need more assist, some players need less. Some players move quickly and some engage from a distance. We're excited to be evolving this area of the game and we can't wait to get feedback on the beta. A player asked about one option being considered objectively better than the other, so why just not use the better one? But Scott explained that that wasn't the case. He added that specifically each is different. For instance, one doesn't slow down your aim when pointing close to a target as much as the traditional aim assist does. I personally don't like this, but high skilled players who have better stick control do like it. They feel they can get on target faster with less help from the system. Hope that example helps. For one, I'm not a big fan of being lasered from across a map due to some kid with aim assist having the best time of his life. So I hope that aim assist will be nerfed for the full release of the game. Also, one way to avoid being paired with console players is to disable crossplay completely. I do think that disabling crossplay would increase your waiting times considerably, and thus keeping you away from the action and you're not enjoying yourself. So for one, you'll either have to live with it, or just have to wait some time before getting into a game. Another issue I see for specifically South African users is the lack of a dedicated server for the South African region, and thus mostly having to play peer-to-peer. That would mean that only specific game modes will have a decent ping, while other game modes that have little to no South African players, you'll have to play against European players on a 200 plus ping, thus taking away from a decent gaming experience. During the open beta, I must say quite a few South Africans were playing, and I had little to no problems in finding a game. Not having a dedicated server in the South African region would mean that, say, a Battle Royale mode like Black Ops 4's Blackout should be added to the game. South African players will just have to be satisfied playing with a 200 plus ping, just like other Battle Royale titles such as Fortnite and PUBG. That's enough of me complaining and whining. Let's talk about the good and positive things that we could expect for the full release of the game. For starters, the Gunsmith menu. In the Gunsmith menu, you can create and customize your weapon classes to your own preference, with weapons having plus minus 60 different attachments to unlock and add to your weapon of choice. Just like previous Call of Duty titles, the more you play with a specific weapon, the more attachments you unlock and the more freedom you have to tweak the weapon to your liking. Each attachment has its own pros and cons, thus making it a delicate balance to get the best possible aim down sight speed and damage dealt. Another good feature of the game is the field upgrades. So basically the field upgrades are mini kill streaks that continuously regenerate over time. There are several different field upgrades to choose from, each one bringing a different aspect to the game. The different game modes were also quite nice to play. Game modes such as Team Deathmatch, Hardpoint, Search and Destroy, Capture the Flag and Domination will definitely be in the game as it is the staple of Call of Duty gameplay. Gunfights and Ground War are new additions that you will be able to play with the full release of the game. Gunfight is a 2v2 game mode on a small map where all players are given the same weapon class and have to battle it out in a round-based game. Ground War is the new 32 versus 32 game mode. To be honest, yes, this can be a good mode to play, but at the moment of this video I did not enjoy it one bit. I thought the spawning system and the location of the objectives made the game mode literally unplayable and subsequently unenjoyable. The new Realism mode is another fresh addition to the Call of Duty franchise, where the entire HUD is removed. I quite like this mode, even though it pretty much promotes camping. I think that if you like the realistic side of things, this mode might be for you. Things that I'd like to see for the full release of the game. I'd like to see weapon camo. I feel that weapon camo is just another aesthetically pleasing part of the Call of Duty franchise. In the open beta, weapon camo was not present, so I'm really hoping that it will be part of the full game comes its release. I'd also like to see customizable operators. During the beta access, a few operators were available to unlock and play as. I just think that once again, being able to customize your operator to your liking will add to the immersiveness and overall completeness of the game. The last thing I'd like to see for Call of Duty Modern Warfare is a community of South African gamers pulling together to make the game a success and enjoyable for everyone. So I bet by this time you're wondering if I'll buy the game. If it's anything like it was during the open beta, you can bet yourself that I'll buy the game. The game is currently on pre-order and costs about R1,000 for the standard edition on all platforms. It is scheduled to release on the 25th of October 2019. That's all I have for you guys today. Comment down below what is your favorite game mode and what are you most excited for with the release of Call of Duty Modern Warfare on the 25th of October 2019. Until next time, goodbye and happy gaming.